If you click on this video, it's not by chance, this is God's will. God is saying today that when you forgive, you do it in my name and as my spirit. When the spirit of reconciliation works in and through you, you are in my place. I put your life down as a sign of the sacrifice that was made at Calvary. Your power gives you the power to give my comforting kindness and forgiveness to people nearby. Did I not say that you have an office of reconciliation? Do not hold back your love or your forgiveness. My forgiveness goes out to people who hate themselves and want to hurt themselves. Love them deeply and forgive them bravely. Please let your love show how big and important what I did on the cross was. Let the Father make it possible for all of my kindness to spread through you and to others. This shows what pure love is like. Make the choice not to put any limits on how you show kindness and acceptance. Know this, I'm not anxious or moody, and I won't get angry or revengeful for your kind words of support. It's not wrong to love with the same kind of passion that glued my hands and feet to the cross. Being at this level of love means that you will embody what it means for me to be on earth, and the people around you will experience, not just remember, the presence of a caring, living God who loves them. As of today, God says that He is building a pure church. As my church, the ecclesia stands for it, and I am building an ecclesia that is simple and continually depends on and stresses my presence. According to the Father, there is no action, program, or purpose in my church that is important when I'm not there. Today, I want you to put my presence first in your life and in every promise you make to other people. Joy, food, and freedom are all present in my presence. My raised hand and outstretched arm are reaching out to those who honor my presence more than any other faith ideas or plans. I am tearing down the walls of the religious and cultural ghetto, calling the people who live in my kingdom to come out into all areas of life to show and claim my power and glory. Go ahead and turn the world around today. Don't wait any longer to join the revolutionary church that represents genuine love. Political systems don't work, morality doesn't work, and people's ideas about what is fair in society don't work at all. As you seek my influence in the little things of your daily life, you will realize that you are a part of my power and control over everything in your life. God tells you that He has come down to the depths today to strengthen and support you. I have called you as my own from those depths. The home that I built for you is not in the depths of base humanity, which is blind to my kindness and my love that never changes. In your state of oppression and moral decay, I gave you my best and most complete, says the Father. What could I possibly keep from you at this very moment when you need it? I want to show you my kindness right now. My answer to you now is my grace. Get ready. Get ready for my presence to change the normal course of events and shine my glory on the darker parts of your needs today. Stay in my essence. Understand the circumstances surrounding you from my point of view. Pay attention to the group of stars around you to make sure that no enemy can get in and hurt even one hair on your head. The Father says, rejoice. Calm down. I am both the starter and the finisher. The enemy is the one who lies and picks on others. It's not as likely that he can keep his promises as he would like you to believe. I'm focused on the task, and the work I turn in will be good enough. The Father shouts happiness. Happy and calm down, because today is a good day to see a big release I'm bringing into your present moment. God says that today you should ask with confidence, and I will honestly answer. Ask a lot of questions. Ask without any reservations or doubts. Imagine if I gave you the most amazing gift from heaven for your biggest sin. What could I keep? The Father tells you to raise your hopes because you can't use up my love or desire for you. Ask not just as a son or a servant, but as a friend, too, because I am your covenant partner. I would have no reason not to spare your city if I had saved Sodom and Gomorrah. Even though Sodom and Gomorrah did a lot of bad things, the Father said that he would have saved just that city if Abraham had asked him to. Abraham's prayers were based on an old agreement from the time of the Apostle Patristic. Your prayers reach me because the blood of the only begotten is so powerful. I will respond to you, the Father says. Just ask. God says that when you get together with other Christians, it should be by divine appointment and not just because it's the right thing to do. When you do what God tells you to do, you really and truly enter my courts. All other activities are pointless practices that don't give you any strength or vigor. I want you to let my Spirit lead the way through your day to the higher levels of the world. Thrones are waiting to be occupied, and people in high places need to be cleaned up. There have been reports of giants and impossible problems. They have a grasshopper mindset and make my people afraid and tired. The Father says you're not a spiritual little kid. You are growing up, changing, and becoming my whole form. Let go of the idea of a bobblehead Jesus on your dashboard and know that I am rising within you to show you how great I am and give you the benefits of a world full of sin. God is telling you today to see the Lamb in the hearts of the people around you, not in any other way. This includes the worst sinner who has no desire to join my kingdom but is still made in my image and lives because of my forgiveness and mercy. While I'm on the cross, I have to deal with ridicule and insults from people who choose not to follow me. Is it not a small thing to do the same? Look at the Lamb while you look at the people around you. Watch out for the Lamb when they ignore you and treat you badly or lie about you. Watch the Lamb, says the Father. When you see the Lamb in other people, you enter my mercies, which are renewed every morning for you. If you ask for my kindness for yourself but don't show it to others, you lose my favor. According to the Father, He is not keeping anything back from you. I will not hold back anything that the cross has bought back. Determine in your heart to love without conditions or limits, even those who put you down and hurt you. Don't worry about the wrongs they've done to you. At the right time, I'll make them arrange peace for you. Before the video continues, please like the video, share it with your family and write Amen in comment. God is telling you today to choose to live your life from my limitless and vital life. Your power and breath come from a source that will never end. The Father promises that you will not get tired or give up. Let this endless pool be the source of your patience. When all other motivations give up their pursuit, the Father says, this patience lasts because it looks forward to the full fulfillment of the cross's promises and rewards. The Father promises that you won't be let down. I can't stand being let down. I am the God who goes beyond anything you can ask for or think of. Engage with my intelligence, my kindness, and my unwavering patience that is free of grudges. Your conclusion is certain, and your answers are just around the corner. Go ahead and party. Go ahead and applaud. Go, the Father tells them, because today is a day without disappointment. Today, God says that giving up your peace is the worst thing that can happen to you. I am the peace you seek. I am your tune. Do not let anything stop you from hearing the deep rhythm of my voice inside you. Whenever your enemy sees that you have given up your peace of mind, he knows that you have entered a zone that he controls. I am peace for you, my child. I am the calm, steady peace of your heart in the middle of trouble and chaos. I am the calm deep inside you that can't be affected by anything going on in the outside world. Get rid of false stories and unnecessary problems to make your life easier. Streamline to go up. Step out onto the runway, where the spaceships are waiting with their engines revving, ready to take you away from the everyday. Leave with me, loved one, and I will lift you on my wings, above the small things that bother you every day. Leave and listen to the subtlety of my power and presence. They will strengthen and heal you, allowing you to rise to the higher areas of the earth where dominion is your natural state. Today, God says, my breath captures your heart. When I breathed out into Adam, he changed into a living thing. My inspiration, my soul and your human spirit, starts a fierce fire. You have an energy that gives life inside you because I am the force that makes you who you are. My presence and inherent strength have unlimited organizational power, and their purpose was set in the culmination of Calvary. The Father says that you are completely healed. That's it for your supply. You will get better and be free from all the problems that keep coming up. The plan for redemption is based on promises, not just potential. Let your heart open and let out my truths. There is eternal life inside you, and I'm letting you use that power to fill all the gaps in your life these days. The Father told you that you are a power and a principality on earth, and everything that needs to be done in your life is subject to the promise made by the blood of the Son. God tells us not to get into fights because they lower our soul level. Arguments are only caused by pride. The enemy will grumble, reason, and give many reasons for not getting along and fighting. He is aware that when you get into a fight, you are under his control. He does have the name adversary, after all. When your anger is high and thoughts are racing, choose to raise yourself to the level of love right then. When there is a dispute, victory is a success. The idea of love says that victory is a permanent state. As you rise to the concept of love, governance begins. The rule of love is stronger than all other laws, and it gives you access to my creative power. Even though your enemy is acting cocky and celebrating what they think is an imaginary win over you, stay calm and wait while I restructure the base below you to give you full control and authority. Today is the day that I will give your enemy over to you. At that time, what are you going to do? Will you give in to the short-term pleasure of revenge? Will you put off that drink and raise yourself to the perfect, flawless top of love's sovereignty? Today, God says that love doesn't deserve blame. You are not guilty, says the Father, as long as you let the love of His heart show itself in your spirit. Love what doesn't look good. Love those who aren't thankful. Falling in love with someone who doesn't want to return the love. Even though the Father tells them to love them, it has to be on His terms, not theirs. People who aren't thankful or loving are very good at playing with your heart. Do not let the sensitive parts of your heart be manipulated and controlled by people whose unrealistic standards see your compassion as a weakness. If you choose not to conform to the standards of people who only care about themselves, don't worry about what will happen because love doesn't fear anything. Always remember that someone paid money to buy you. You have nothing to do with them, you have something to do with me. They won't value or put up with this. Do not be afraid, says the Father. Those who would take advantage of you will face God's divine vengeance. Do not be afraid to accept love. Display a lot of love. Accept love with all your heart, but always remember who you are and who your Lord is. Every day when you wake up and do your work, I will fill you with my essence. My voice will guide you, and your fate will come true with power, plenty, and confidence. Today, God tells you that He is speeding up the progress of His plan for your life. The plans from yesterday have been pushed back to today. The Father doesn't want us to look back. Pay attention to what I say, because where you end up depends on where you look. Put aside the painful thoughts of what might have happened or what could have happened. The enemy creates doubts and fears to keep you from reaching your full potential and rejecting your fate. The Father says, I am with you. I am present with you, giving you both the desire and the power to carry out my good plan. It gives me great pleasure to give you the kingdom. My realm is marked by fairness, happiness, and peace. These things are given away for free and without any conditions. Today, accept that gift and look forward to insight, peace, and deep joy. God, who lives in the sky, will laugh and rule over all your enemies. Let your voice pray and your heart be happy. As God says, every day is a day of success in your life. There is only today that I have, since I don't live in yesterday or tomorrow yet. I live forever. My natural world is a present that never ends. If you live in the present, today is the only thing that happens. There is only one time today when I can become divine and meet all of your needs. Before the video continues, I request you to comment Amen and please help me by doing super thanks. Your support means a lot to us. The Father wants you to come into my presence right now. Forget about the past. Don't believe guesses or worries that aren't based in reality about the future. When tomorrow comes, it will be your present, and my Lordship will oversee, guide, and bless your life at that time. Today is a day of rescue because I am protecting you from the enemy's attacks. It's not just a matter of luck that your enemy exists. There is evil behind the chaos and division of life, but that evil person can't take my love or power. Don't let the problems you face in life keep you stuck in a state of hopelessness or fear. Move forward in anticipation of my kindness. Get up. Leave. Participate in social activities and know that I will choose you to be the example of my deep kindness, favor, and gifts. Today, God says that your salvation is not a one-time event, but a constant state of being. Salvation is more than just an event, it's something that you already have. It is the same way that you were saved in the beginning that keeps you alive forever. The Father says that the blood of the cross keeps you alive. I will keep you. I am keeping up the level of quality that I am used to, and I don't cut corners or work within a budget. Since I'm not limited by a price, neither are you. I have given you access to the source of my beauty, which you can use as a resource and enjoy as a river. If you want something unique or different, look for it. When I work for you, I'm not limited by human norms and views. You became a new person when you were born again, and every day you are rebuilt, re-equipped, and refreshed through the renewal of life. The Father says, luxury is not a derogatory word in the kingdom, it is my natural state. So, change your way of thinking to adopt a first-class method, since I'm not carefully adding up costs to see if I can help you solve the problems that lie ahead. Although your enemy has limited resources, you have an infinite supply of them. You will always be saved because of what I did for you at Calvary. Come to me today and enjoy the peace of perpetual abiding. Ignore the things that are happening that go against my word. You don't have to carry those conflicts. That lie has been spreading among my people for a long time. You have won, you are not a loser. Now is the time for you to go beyond the meaningless words of religious comfort and clearly show who you are in my name. God says today that I am not moved by prayer or pleas. My hand movements go along with what I say and order. Even though this goes against what you teach, doesn't it show that my word is true? To beg and plead with someone means to request someone you can't trust. The Father says that you can count on Him to provide for you, protect you, and set you free. I will never say no to what the cross says. You don't have to ask me to do what was planned for you 2,000 years ago. Just have hope and trust. Just say out loud and declare. Uphold the law of the sacrificed blood of Calvary through your words. You are healed. You have been chosen as the person. You will receive it. You are the apple of my eye, and I will never leave you or forget about you. There are no street kids or beggars in the heavenly city. The angels in heaven are like agents who bring you whatever message from me you need. They bring all of their answers and plans right to your door and ask for your signature to let them into your life. The Father tells you that you will judge angels. The next day, you will judge how well they did with the job I designed them for. Let them do the work of making the demand on Calvary's sacrifice that your faith is calling on my power right now come true. The Father says, today is the appointed day. Happy. Today, God tells you that He wants you to get ready for personal growth. While you are where you are, I will not leave you. I will lead you deeper into my spirit. Being able to change is important for survival, and I am growing you to include more of my purpose and spirit. Make a decision today to believe that I reward those who truly seek me. If you want my blessing, you don't have to do religious practices or pointless repetitions, as if I didn't want to meet your needs. It's time to give up the deeply held religious belief that one must beg and plead for mercy to get an answer. According to the Father, The bloody wood from 2,000 years ago is proof enough that I am ready to act on your behalf. Starting today, the Father wants us to talk to each other like a parent and child, in a new space of closeness and kindness that I am now giving you. God tells us today, my child, get ready. I have something better for you now than I did yesterday. Yesterday has passed. Let people forgive you. Don't bother. Go ahead. Grab your staff and put my word under your feet, because I have high ground ready for you. I have called you to greater pursuits, the Father says. We will no longer live by the bare minimum of hope for a simple life. I came so that you could have a full life. I'm not a God of weak hope or weak, meaningless answers. There is a great God named me, and I am giving you deep trust to do great things. Every day, my child seeks the peak of my presence and finds a way to get past the chaos of everyday life. The Father tells us not to look back. Do not think about the past, hold back, or consider ideas that take you backward. That place doesn't have anything for you. Forget about the past and move forward into the future I am making for you through my daily renewed blessings. It is a change of belief, says the Father. A change in what you believe and how you think that you accept right now. This is the way to get to higher ground, and that is yours today by my command. Before the video ends, I request you to help me by doing super thanks. Because I don't have house and I have to make my new house.